Hello! Recently, Steam had their Steam Summer Sale, which was about a week long and had deals with games that were up to 75 to 90% off. I went a little crazy like I did the last time there was a great deal on things, and I decided that I would make a haul video to show which games I ended up buying. I ended up buying over 20 games. Also, I will say that I have no idea what most of these games are, so I'm just going to give you a quick gist of what I think they're about. So, in no particular alphabetical order, first game I picked up was Blade Kitten. I picked up this game for like, I don't know, $2, and it's a 2.5D side-scroll game where you are a kitten with a floating magic blade. I guess it's science tech blade. 2.5D means that it is a side-scroller, but they try and make it look 3D even though it's not. Car Mechanic Simulator Complete Edition 2014. So this game basically does what it says. You pretend you're a car mechanic, you can lift up the cars on the lift, you can just, pull out the radiator, put a new one in, change the brakes and everything. It's sort of like Surgeon Simulator without all the exciting parts. But I enjoy working on cars, and since I have a decent running car these days, I haven't worked on a car in over a year, and so I figured I'd pick it up and see if it's anything at all like actually working on a car. Both Blade Kitten and Car Mechanic Simulator were games that I didn't know anything about until the sale when they were cheap, so I just thought I'd pick them up. Same goes for Deadlight and Dinner Date. Deadlight is also a 2D side-scroller, but apparently it's a really intense game about zombies or something, and it got a bunch of awards and people really liked it, so I'm like, alright. Dinner Date would definitely be in the what the hell category. It's basically you are waiting for your date, and it's got that Surgeon Simulator style, like POV, and you're just sitting there waiting, and that's all I really know about it. So, we'll see how that goes. At the behest of Joe from Team Hypercube and numerous other people, I finally decided to pick up Don't Starve, because I believe that if you have Don't Starve, you get free access to Don't Starve Together if you own a copy of Don't Starve once it comes out of beta. Evoland is something that I didn't know about, but is... it was a game I didn't know about. It's not that weird. Evoland is basically a nostalgia-induced romp through all of the old RPG games. You start in very flat 2D, like Legend of Zelda on the NES, and then as the game progresses, it gets more and more evolved into like time-based, Final Fantasy VII-esque, to even like 3D-based models still playing this game, and so it's pretty crazy. And yeah, I'm excited to play it. Guns of Icarus Online is a first-person shooter where you and your friends are manning a airship attacking other airships, trying to blow them out of the sky. It was selling for about $3.75, or I could get a 4-pack of the collector's edition for $7.50. I don't know if my friends will want to play this game, but I have 3 copies now because it was dumb of me not to get 3 extra copies. How to Survive I already own, but I picked up the third-person standalone where it's the entire game just like over the shoulder like Skyrim or things like that. So you have an entire game revamped in a new camera angle, and it's weird, but it looks really awesome. I picked up I Am Bread, which is definitely a what the hell game. Apparently it's from the makers of Surgeon Simulator, and apparently it's the spiritual prequel to Surgeon Simulator, and you're a piece of bread that's just going around trying to get toasted on things. It sort of looks like Beautiful Katamari, where you're just like running around this 3D world and you're like really small because you're a piece of bread, and so you're trying to get somewhere hot so you could become toasted. It's probably gonna be on Team Hypercube at some point. I picked up Injustice Gods Among Us, which is basically a Mortal Kombat style DC fighting game. It was $5. I like fighting games. Some of the DC characters are cool. I figured I'd give it a try. Also, I had my eye on Guns Vicarus before, but it was like $15 or something, which is more than I want to pay for a game if I don't have people to play it with me. Next game I picked up is Long Live the Queen. I have also seen this game before. A couple of my friends have it. My girlfriend plays it, and it's a surprisingly complicated, basically visual novel where you try to run a kingdom and you have to accrue all of these training points in various things like foreign politics or internal espionage to like herbology and magic and production lines. It's all over the map. You have this huge, ridiculous, like, screen of all these stats, and every time that you interact with something, it's like, oh, you failed this, you passed this, and most of the time you fail things constantly, and it's more about how far you can make it before you die, because basically everything is out to kill you. You could accidentally walk around a corner and get attacked by a bear, or I was on my way to my friend's birthday party and I got shot with an arrow, or fall off of a building trying to recover a love letter. I don't know, it's craziness, but it's a lot of fun and it's really funny, and long live the Queen. Mountain Blade Warband was a very late edition. I think I bought it in like the second to last day of the Steam sale, and it was super cheap. It was like under $2, and it's basically, from what I think I understand, part like RTS strategy game, part third person fighting down in the trenches game. Seemed really awesome. I like both those things. I'd love to see them combined, so we'll see how that goes. Papers, Please and Please Don't Touch Anything. Both games are very similar. They're both very weird. You've probably heard of Papers, Please, where you're a customs official who has to make sure that the right people get across the border and the wrong people don't, and it's very strange and it's very weird. I haven't even played Please Don't Touch Anything. All I know is that you are in a room and there's a button and you're not supposed to touch it. So that will probably be on Team Hypercube soon as well. Of these 4 games, I actually knew about most of them. Reciteer and Item Shop's Tale, Slender the Arrival, and the Stanley Parable I all knew about, and I only planned on buying Reciteer. But I believe Slender the Arrival was 89 cents, and the Stanley Parable was roughly a similar deal. Stanley Parable is also crazy. I hear it's sort of like Portal-esque in its like weird company bureaucracy sort of thing, and you're running around trying to figure out if you're Stanley or not. I don't know. Reciteer is basically just a standard RPG, but it's from the point of view of the NPC item shop. And you have to basically collect items and sell items to these big heroes coming through, and make sure you make a profit, and make sure that they get completely shafted on that really crappy sword you sold them. And basically you are running around killing monsters, getting gear, getting stuff so that you can sell it in your shop. And it seems really interesting for a RPG concept, so I'm excited about it. The Reject Demon Toko Chapter 0 Prelude. I have no idea what the hell this game is. She's a demon, and she has a guitar with a tail. Lastly, Torchlight 2 and Transistor. I also knew about these games. I was not keeping my eye on them, but it just so happened that I saw them and was like, hey, really great deal, I'm gonna buy them. Torchlight 2 is a Diablo-esque game where you run around, but apparently it's far more fun than Diablo 3, and it came out roughly around the same time. Transistor, I actually know very little about this game, except that my friend made this awesome cosplay about the main character, and that you run around as this girl with this giant glowing sword. What else is there to know? So yeah, I really recommend, if you're gonna buy Steam games and you have a bunch of games to play already, just find games that you want, put them on your wish list, and just wait for a huge sale. Unfortunately, this one has just passed, but there's always a huge, like, Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale. I think there's a huge Christmas sale, and the games are just, like, shockingly cheap. And like I said, like 75 to 90% off. So that's it. That's my Steam Summer Sale haul. Let me know in the comments if you picked up any games during the Steam Summer Sale, or, you know, play any games on Steam or whatnot. And also let me know if you're interested in seeing what other games I have in my library or wish list. I have like over 100 games in my library, so that might have to be split up in different chunks. But anyway, thanks for watching. Be sure to like this video if you like it. Tell your friends about it if they will like it. And have a great day.